Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? So, I'm not going to react to the person that talked about this video, but I am going to say this. So, y'all all know how I always talk about me going to prison and me, living the life of crime, because I've been out there in them streets. I know what it's like. And if anybody that's been to prison know that you have your CO guards in there, they do their thing. So I wanted to talk. I had never thought about talking about this because it never really crossed my mind because I don't really feel that way. But I do know some heterosexual straight men feel that way. So I want to talk about prison marriage to a gay person. Okay. So I wanted to talk about how you could be in prison. You can be in prison. In prison, you have safekeeping, and then you have some homosexuals go straight to uh population. But they get to population and sometimes they be real feminine. And so but they be scared because they be so feminine. You understand what I'm saying? And so you got some of them, them straight men in there try to what's the word I'm looking for? I guess try to bribe them, but they compensate and say, "Well, I do this to you. I do this to you, or I I offend you in a way." When I say offend you, I take up for you if anybody tried to harm you. You don't have to worry about that. You understand what I'm saying? But I never kind of understood. I'm sorry, y'all. That's my phone. Don't worry about that. I never kind of understood because I always wondered if you get into a fight with another person, because that's usually what happens to these guys. These guys sit here and they get in a fight with another person just because defending this homosexual, and they end up going to the hole, which you call solitary. And then after they get in a fight with the person is actually ready to beat this person up. And then you got some homosexuals in there actually is having sex just to protect themselves. And then they end up falling in love in there with a person. And, they got their family out there sending them money and stuff like that, of course. But they end up falling in love with some boy, and then they end up, like they saying, want to get married on the rec yard. And they end up asking the inmate, will they marry him? And then, like, because some inmates in there don't care for homosexuals, some inmates ain't here for it that uh homosexuals getting married in the day room or homosexuals getting married on the rec yard, because the homosexuals they'll have a cut up sheets and stuff like that getting married in the day room, or they'll have food and stuff. They are set up to getting married. And so some of the heterosexual men, straight, AK, AKA straight men, ain't here for it. They not here for it. They not here for it. They feel like it's a the it's a disrespect on to them, which I never understood because I feel like what me happening to being with another man or what me happening to get married to another man in here happen to do with you. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't never I didn't never understood that. I never understood that, y'all. I tried to understand it, but I never understood what was the what was the reason, you know, of me getting married to. I mean, because they really get offended if a homosexual get married to a aka heterosexual straight man. They and then don't let the straight men be affiliated. Of course, if you know what that means, if you've been in the prison. If you haven't, don't go. I've been to prison 3 times, and each time I've been to prison, I've been in relationships. But I never had to take care of me. I never had to take care of me. I promise you that. The men had always took care of me. I always had a way of to the fact that the men would have to take care of me. I, it was always like, if you want to be with me, yeah, you gotta do this for me. You gotta do that for me, because I wasn't so privileged to have the things that other people had in there. You know, I didn't like depending on my family to send me this or send me that. But when my family did send it to me, I took it and did what I supposed to do with it. You understand what I'm saying? But just because my family was doing this for me or doing that for me, that doesn't mean that I was gonna sit there and give it to you. And that's what some homosexuals do. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm kind of sleepy. I kind of stayed up all night last night. So hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So it's a lot of things that happens in the penitentiary if you're a homosexual. That just like sometimes, like for instance, like if you are training, they rather put you on protective custody than to put you on in population, because they feel like that you'll be safer because you got this up here. You understand what I'm saying? Anything can happen to you. You can fight, you can anything, just anything. I mean, I tell y'all this, and I tell y'all this time and time again. Prison is not for nobody, you know. So if you're thinking about doing something illegal, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because prison is not for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just like you in out here hustling, you're gonna be in there hustling, trying to get you. So because I remember when I was in there, I didn't even wanna use they kind of soap, because they kind of soap is like, it's like, let me show y'all. I'm trying to get it. Hold on, y'all. This is not soap, but this is what I'm trying to demonstrate to y'all. This is what I'm demonstrating to y'all. They kind of soap is like this, and it's more like a lye soap, and it's just like you rubbing it all over your body, and it goes so fast. and you be like, uh, anything that's in there you get is, and if you don't have no money, it's energy. You get a little small, like I said, a little small bottle of toothpaste, little thing of toothpaste with a little small thing of toothbrush. You get a little small thing of shampoo. Yeah. If if you had money and you not energy, this is what you get. You'll get a big bar of toothpaste. You'll get a big bar of soap. You'll get a big thing of shampoo. Everything. But when you don't have money, no, you don't have nothing. Yeah, you don't have nothing. Uh, you don't get phone calls. But I don't know how it is now because they say now things are kind of changed. They say that they get you a phone now, so I don't know, and they say they have computers in there now. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm not the one to judge. You know what I'm saying? But when I was in there, things was kind of tighter, like different. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, you do have to work. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. You go out and you pick cotton. If you disabled, you do the pots. But because I think I had seizures, they didn't have me out there because I wasn't really allowed to be out there in the sun that much. So they had me inside where I was in class. And I remember specifically when I was in class, I went to the bathroom. This guy did not like me, and he hit me in my face. And I guess he thought I was going to tell on him. And I wasn't even thinking about telling on him because my main thing was I was trying to come home. I was trying to come home. You understand what I'm saying? And the older guy that was in there was trying to tell him that. And he was trying to say, "Well, I'm gonna do this to you and I'm gonna do that." But at the time, he didn't know who I was dating. And the person that I was dating was had his crew watching out for me. So he didn't know it. And when it got back that, because I didn't tell, but when it got back that, well, I had already knew the person that I was dating. I had already knew the person that he had watch over me. I had knew him through my family anyway, so it wasn't no secret. But anyway, to make a long story, they made sure my boyfriend made sure that I was okay when he was in the hole. You understand what I'm saying? Or when he was like not being bought. He didn't appreciate that. Even when I was on close custody and my boyfriend was on in population. Now he was like when he found out that that was the deal, he didn't really appreciate it because it got back to him, and he kind of cussed me out, and I was just like, "Well, I just leave the boy alone." I said, "Just leave the boy alone," because the boy was like psychological, psychological, psychologically something wrong with him because he had cut himself up. Yeah, I tell y'all, it was a mess. But anyway, y'all, I didn't want to keep y'all on here. I just wanted to get on here and talking about prison marriage to a gay person being in prison. I wanted to get on and talk about prison marriage and being gay. That's what I want to get on here and talk about. Bye.